Hey guys, this is Zach with Texas Highlands Construction, and we're going to be making a series of videos on how to build a home from start to finish. In this video, we're going to go over steps that you need to take before you can start building your home. The topics we'll be covering in this video are budget, building location, blueprints, design process, estimating costs, funding, and restrictions. So we're going to talk about your budget. Your budget is important to know before you start planning to design the home, because you don't want to start building a home and you realize you can't afford it. You can approximately plan to spend anywhere from $160, $170 a square foot to $250 a square foot. If you're building your own home, maybe you might get closer to the $120, $130 a square foot range, but I would definitely over budget before you start the project. The second topic is your location. You need to know where you're building the home. Is it going to be a beach house? Is it going to be a mountain home? Is it going to be in the woods? Knowing where you're building your home is important before you start the design process, because you're going to want to know how to orient the home. And when you're working with the architect, they're going to want to know how you want to lay out the home. And if you have a gorgeous view, you don't want to put your porch on the back of the house. You want to put it on the front where the view is. It's important to know where you're building your home. The third thing you need is an architect. An architect is essential in the building process. They're going to help you with the floor plan layout of your home, which is where all the rooms go, how big the house is going to be, how many square feet it's going to be, and where everything is. They also help you with your site plan to know where the house is going on your property. The architect will do elevations for you, and this will be the outside of your home, what the house is going to look like whenever it's finished. This is very important for people who are visual and they want to see what the home is going to look like. That way you can make changes before you start the building process. An architect's blueprints for building a home are vital. This is what you're going to give to your subcontractors so they can give you a price on how much their trade is going to cost in the building process. For example, you need the blueprints to send to your foundation guy to show him how large your foundation is going to be. And the same with your electrical and your plumbing and your mason and your roofer. An architect differs from a floor plan designer. If you're not familiar with that, a floor plan designer is somebody who will create a floor plan for you, but what you really need is an architect, because the architect provides dimensions of doorways. They provide a little bit more detail in their plans, and so I would go straight to an architect and avoid using a floor plan designer. Okay, let's check out the house plants. These are going to be your split leaf monsteras.
No, honey, that's a fiddle leaf fig.
What? Okay, right here we have a peace lily.
Man, house plans.
Oh, right.
Plans.
Okay, here's a quick look at a blueprint. This is a 3 foot by 2 foot blueprint we printed off from UPS. And this is gonna cover your garage, your mudroom, the bedrooms, the laundry room, the kitchen, master bedroom, the bathrooms. It's gonna cover your cabinetry right there. It's gonna show you your roof plan. This is the electrical blueprint. So it's going to show you where all your fans are, your lighting, and your switches. And here we have exterior elevations of the home, which is going to be a left, right, rear, and front elevation, showing you what the home is going to look like when it's finished. You're going to need an architect. They provide you with floor plans, your electrical plans, your plumbing, roof, and knowing where all those things go are critical before you can start building. You can choose to not use an architect and not have plans before you build your home, but I would not advise it. If you are wanting to get prices from subcontractors, you need plans to be able to send them so they know how much their trade is going to cost to do your project. Step number 4 is going to be the design process. You need to pick out your flooring, your tile. What kind of roof do you want on the house? How do you want your showers to look? What kind of kitchen you want? The cabinets. These are all important before you can start building your home, so you know how much it's going to cost. When you're designing your home, it helps to have different visual aids. You can go on houzz.com, that's Houzz, and they have a bunch of different exteriors and interior finishes, so you can get ideas on how you want your house to look. You can also use Pinterest or maybe even Instagram to look up ideas And it's important to put all these pictures that you like into folders. So if you're not using a designer, you can present these to your builder to show them what you're looking for. You can expect to pay around $1 to $3 per square foot if you choose to hire a designer for this process. I do think that the money is worth it if you can, because they will help you pick out so many finishes, and what they do is they blend your floors and your tiles and your paints all together so that the home looks beautiful when it's finished. Step number 5 is estimating costs. In this process, you're going to send your plans to all of your subcontractors, and you're going to receive the cost of all your finish out items so you can put together a comprehensive list and get the final number of what it's going to be to build your home. This is going to be sending your blueprints to your foundation company, the roofer, the drywall guy, the electrician, the plumber, the painter, and whenever you send these plans to them, they will give you a proposal on how much it's going to cost to do that part of the project. When you're assembling your estimate, you're going to want to know how much it is for your utilities. This is getting the electric to the house, your septic system, and your water. All of these expenses add up whenever you're building the home. Step number 6 is going to be funding. So you can choose to build your home with cash, or you can get a loan from the bank. If you're going to get a loan from the bank, there are certain requirements that they are going to need before you can get started. Before the bank will lend you money, they're going to want to see your plans to know how much the house is going to be appraised at when it's finished, so they know what an appropriate amount is to give you to build your home. Knowing your restrictions. If you need to get an HOA approval and submitting your plans to them, that may be a critical part in the process and can set you back if you haven't done that before you start building. Many people don't have an HOA, so that might not apply to you. Okay guys, so that's everything that you need to know before you can start building your home. This is the first part in a series of videos of how to build a home from start to finish. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment and we'll try to answer them the best we can. We'll see you guys in the next video.